Before we get into tonight's camp, I just wanted to drive out to one of my favorite local areas. This is the aftermath of a storm that we just had with like torrential hard rains and 50s, 60s, some places got like 70-mile-an-hour winds. And I just want to check on my local area that I like to come to. So before we do tonight's camp, that's what we're out doing today. I'm not going to spend too much time out here, but I do want to just walk up to my spot and see if there's any kind of damage. I know there's already a couple of trees down from like a previous storm from a long time ago, but I think I had mentioned in another video I've been trying to clean it up as best as I can. What I can do, I don't know. But so that's what we're doing today. And I actually considered, well, not yesterday because I knew there was a storm, but I wanted to camp out the last couple of days, but it's just been, weather was just a little too crazy. And I'm not trying to be out here doing that shock jock type of camping. That's not camping to me. But anyways, so let's go see what we can see. I've seen a few limbs and trees down here and there. Nothing too severe yet, but we'll see. But that leads me to, before I get up to that, I just wanted to say, I'm not into those camps where you see, I survived the night doing this, and I survived 70-mile-an-hour winds and all that kind of stuff. I don't like that type of camping. That's not camping to me. That's just shock value for like clicks and likes, and that's not what I'm into. And honestly, I think it's a little dumb, dangerous, reckless, and I think it sends the wrong message to anyone who wants to get into camping, especially like the youngest set. They watch the YouTubers doing these survival type things, and I don't know, you might want to put a disclaimer on your video or something like that before you, or there's a tree down right in front of me. Yeah, I'm not into it. And I'm also not into capitalizing on other people's tragedies. If you're coming to like, if you're coming at it, all right, you probably know there was a YouTuber that just died. All right, I'm not even going to mention his name, where he's from or anything. You've either seen the videos or feel free to look it up. He wasn't prepared. He went into, first off, rest in peace to him, and my condolences to his family. But I don't want to capitalize on someone's tragedy, by trying to pull someone into the video. He was out doing one of those challenges. I don't know if it was a challenge or to just challenge himself, and he died. He wasn't prepared, didn't have the right equipment, the weather conditions changed and turned. So, yeah. But, a few trees are down. Anyways, let's check out this area. That's all I had to say about that. Not my style of camping. And I was going to camp out in this area tonight, but it's still, I don't know, the trees are a little weak in some spots. You can see them hanging, and that's a new one right there. I don't know if you can see that tree that's sort of leaning that way. There's a lot of trees that have come down, so I'm just kind of checking my area that I like to come to, and yeah, show you some of the devastation. And I'm going to be camping on my own property, and I am going to be testing out some gear. And that's another thing. I don't want to have a gear failure, out in conditions where it's not safe. So I want to try out this gear. We'll check it out. Company called Atepa. I'm not really familiar with them, but they were extremely kind enough to send me a whole system for camping. They sent me what they're calling an ultralight backpacking tent. They sent me a sleeping pad that has a high R value of like 6.6. They also sent me out a sleeping bag that's a down and natural fiber, and synthetic fiber combination. So I am going to be trying that out tonight. But let's take a look at this area and I'll bring you back. It is really cold. The winds today are supposed to be upwards of like, I think 20, 30 miles an hour. Right now, I'd say it's probably only about 15 or 20. Having gusts. There are some small little limbs down where I like to go. These, oh wait, is there a third tree down? Yeah, there is. This one's new. This one was already down. This one right here was already down with this big root system. And this right here, this one must have been a dead standing. Look how big this is. Wow. So this is new. This tree right here must have snapped last night during the winds. This is dangerous. Wow. So that just snapped. So anybody in the woods during this kind of weather, you can see where it actually smashed into this tree right here. Or is this the tree actually? I think this was the tree. Yeah, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. If this came down on anybody, that would have been the end of story. That would have been a wrap. Wow. Unreal. Unreal. Wow, look at that. That tree right up there is just basically hanging on by a hope and a prayer. I mean, there's trees down everywhere. Wow. Yeah, anyone out trying to do these survival type videos, I survived this and that, yeah, you may have gotten lucky, but this is real. And you can't judge where a tree is gonna fall. My God. So to everybody out there doing any kind of camping, just be safe. Check your weather conditions and know when to go and when not to. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to stay I'm hoping to be able to stay warm tonight. So I'm gonna get back. Just wanted to show you a little bit of the area and the devastation, and just to drive a point home. You know, you don't have to, that's not camping to me, you know, doing these survival type challenges. It's one thing if you're out camping and you get caught up in an unexpected storm, you know, then that's one thing. That would be a good test for the gear you're in. But I'd like to assume that, you know, people going out are checking the weather, making sure they're prepared for the weather conditions that they may face, and you know, just please be safe out there. But I'm just personally over seeing these crazy, you know, I survived the night, and, you know, gale force winds and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you may have gotten lucky that night, but who's to say you won't the next time? You know, why put yourself in that kind of condition, you know, conditions just for, you know, the clicks and the likes and the oh my God and blah blah blah. I mean, I think it's sending the wrong message. But anyways, that's just my opinion, and you know what they say about opinions. I recorded myself in the truck saying let's get back and everything, and I'll start setting up, but for some reason the audio didn't take. I'm gonna get my stuff together. We'll go out in the yard and we're gonna set up this this new tent and sleeping bag and sleeping pad and all that, and camp out. It's gonna be really cold. I'm hoping I do stay warm. The temperature is supposed to get down to 20 degrees, and my gear is 3 season at best, but I don't know. Let's just try and have an enjoyable camp and talk about this new gear. So I'm gonna basically spare you every detail of setup. I have the inner pretty much pitched, and this is the design. You know, your little clip-in little hub, everything is just off of one aluminum type of pole. And I will leave the specs in a little bit. That's not a house over there. that's like a shed from like my neighbor, so you might see that in the shot. But anyways, there's that. Now I gotta peg it out. These are the tent stakes that come with it. These things are tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So I'm just using that pencil as scale to show you. But these things are 6 inches. It's teeny tiny 6 inches. They may look like long pegs, but they're really small. So this is the tent pegs that come with it, and how many there are you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let me get this pegged out, and then we'll put on the fly sheet. I think it's pretty funny. It looks like I'm camping out in front of an abandoned house. All right, I'm not sure what this little flappy bit is right here. I think it has something to do with being like a little porch area to my fly sheet, I guess. I don't know. Let's figure this out. And I didn't use any instructions or anything like that. Figured I can figure this out. How does this go? Oh boy. Whoa. All right, so there is the sleeping bag. And to be honest, this is the only thing I've actually taken out of the pack. Out to take a look at it. I will leave all the specifications and links for more information up on the screen, and it'll be down in the description. I can't remember every single, spec to tell you. This still has tags on it. This is the sleeping bag. This is the sleeping bag from the sleeping pad from Atepa. There it is. And this is rated to be 6.6. So I am relying on that to basically keep me warm. So I don't feel any cold coming up from the ground. It's gonna get down to 20 degrees tonight. And I will put that on top of, the closed cell mat right there. So I know this looks probably a little wonky. It does not come with any guidelines. There are some spots to, guy it out or anything, and I'm not going to guy it out. It is a freestanding tent. I do have it pegged out, staked out, or whatever you want to call it in the ground. Little flappy over here. And what is that? There's a truck down the street. Pardon that, guys. Sorry about that. Actually, I'll come back so you don't have to listen to that. What I do like, and what I did notice, I didn't know exactly how to set this up at first, but this is the vestibule area has its own attached ground sheet to the tent. If you can see that, there's like this little flappy piece right here, And it comes up with a little lip around the side. You don't want to put some gear, your boots, or whatever it is. You'll put that there. And as you can see, it does kind of have a floor. And it clips right here onto the fly sheet right there. And then you stake it out right there. So what I wanted to show you with this sleeping pad right here, I did take it out of the case, and this is also supposed to be your pump sack to inflate the sleeping mat. And just in peeling off this Velcro on the bottom, trying to get this Velcro piece off, look at that, it's just ripping. It's not even coming apart from the Velcro. I don't know if you can see that. The Velcro is extremely tight. This is the nozzle you would fit onto the sleeping pad. So this is a gear failure right here. If I was relying just on this pump sack to fill this, it's rendered useless. This is useless. Look at it. It's falling apart. Falling apart. Look at that. The Velcro isn't even coming off. It's like on there. I had mentioned this to Atepa and let them know that this was a big failure. They weren't overly excited about me putting that in the video, but they did forward that information along, and they said in an effort to work on trying to make their gear ultralight, they are going to improve it. But look at this. It's just, it's falling apart like frickin' paper. So I do have higher hopes for the actual sleeping pad itself. I'm going to end up throwing this right out right now. I'm just going to throw the pump sack case away. Look at that big old gaping hole. This is the sleeping pad, and look at it. It's about the size of a water bottle. See that? It's about the size of a water bottle. So I'm praying that this is not this. I mean, the thing's ripping to shreds. There's the little Velcro piece that basically just came right off, attached to this. And this is what you would attach and use it as your pump sack. It's just ripping apart. Like, listen, just like paper. So I'm throwing this out. Okay, so I gotta take my boots off. Sorry, this video is a little all over the place. This is not a review video. Hold on, I'm out of frame right now. I'm just trying to put the toggle on the door right there. Wow, what a shit show. All right, hold on. All right, this is what I'm doing. Let me just turn this around. I'm just trying to get the door, the mesh door, and the toggle. Okay, so that, all right. Take these boots off and put them on the vestibule area. Okay. But yeah, this is not a review video. I can't accurately review something without actually, using it. This is more of like first looks, first impressions, and my first, but my first impression for the bag that this came in, it's crap. I'm sorry, Atepa. I know that you know what you're working through, and you're going to try, and so on their behalf, I'm not trying to slam it for being crap, but it fell apart like paper. I mean, it shouldn't have done that. Let me throw this down. Is there any pockets in here? All right, there's a built-in gear loft. Is there a gear loft? No, there is a hook right here. Is there any pockets in here? All right, there's a little pocket only on one side. So and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm just putting these little strappy things in the pocket right there. Let me just get this down. Oh my God. Usually I can get things together a little bit better, but this is turning into something else. Okay. But yeah, so the pump sack was useless to me. And if I was out, like say wild camping, which is what I intentionally wanted to do, but with the rain and the wind and all that kind of stuff lately, and trees just leaning over, and I'm still hearing gunshots out on the wood, I'm like, you know what? Let me do this in my yard. Geese. But let me do this in my yard. And yeah. I'm hoping this is not the same material. What is this? All right, the little patch kit. This isn't even enough to put the pump sack back together. But anyway, I'm gonna put that in the pocket. Put that over there. I'm gonna now have to blow this up with my flex tail pump. So let's get that pumped. All right, let's get this blown up. Anyways, how y'all doing? Happy Sunday, if you happen to be viewing this on a Sunday. If not, then happy whatever day you're viewing this on. All right, let's see if this is the right. Is that the right valve? The view out the tent right there. Here's what it says right there. It's the Packlight H11. It does seem pretty thick as far as width wise, and like I said, I'll leave the dimensions on the screen. It says it has a 6.6 R value. Inflatable sleeping pad. It says right there Atepa with their logo. Yeah, it seems all right. Let's see if it holds up during the night. So I just wanted to show you that this is the inside of the vestibule. I got mud everywhere. So this I kind of like right there. You can see where the floor is attached to the tent, and you hook it to the inside of the fly sheet, and it does have a little bit of a lip right here, so that's pretty cool. So you can put your pack or your shoes or whatever it is you want to leave right there. And it has one on the other side as well. As you can see, here's a dual entrance. So that right there I do like. It is dual entrance. I've been looking around. I don't see any loose threads. This is the top. I thought it was a gear loft, but it's not. It's just a different color. And you do have a hook to hang a light right there. There's no pockets or anything on this end, but there is one on the other side. So here's your pocket right there on the inside of the tent. I mean, do I like this tent so far? Yeah, I do. I like the tent. It seems like it's a nice one person. It's very roomy. What I noticed about it is it's really tall. What I like about it right off the bat is it is really tall. You can sit up not even any kind of problem. I like it. I like the double entrance. And yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling any of the cold coming up from the ground, and I'm just sitting here right now. But then again, it's 38 degrees. You know, it's supposed to drop another 18 degrees tonight, so hopefully I'll be able to stay warm. So I'll show you some more, and let me get the sleeping bag in here as well. And so far, just sitting on the sleeping pad, I don't feel like I'm sinking in or touching the ground or anything, so that's good. That's good. I mean, what I currently use is the Nemo tensor, and I think that's either a 5.4 or 5.5, so I expect this to be really warm. It's 6.6, so we'll see what happens. And it is pretty thick as well. All right, so let me just loosely tie those up. See that. And this is a sleeping bag. All right, it's really small. It can be compacted down a little bit more than what it is, or compressed. And yeah, I like it. So let's pull it out. All right. And the top of it, this just stays connected to the outer bag, drawstring. And I want to get this to loft. It's a 450 duck down, and it also has, oh yeah, and it comes with this too. Like, I don't know what this is. I believe this is a storage bag, so you don't leave it compressed, but it also comes with this big huge bag. It's mesh on one side and solid on the other, so there's that. It comes with that. So when you're storing it for a long time, you don't want to keep it crushed up, you know, and compressed in a little stuff sack. But I want to have this loft up. And this is made from, like I said, a 450 fill duck down. And also it has recycled plastic that they've collected from the ocean, so that I can get behind. So I think that's pretty cool. So it is a combination of synthetic and down. So we'll loft that up, let that get all nice. All right, and here's your zipper right there. It also has like this little extra area or little piece of material. Has a little pocket, you know, on the inside for your phone or whatever you want to keep near you. Little hood right there that you can pull tighter to fit your pillow, and I like it. And the foot box, I'm not really a huge fan of mummy style sleeping bags, even though that's what I currently have also, but it's roomy. It has a really big foot box, so you don't feel like you're, you know, trapped for lack of a better word. But yeah, so there's that. Let me get everything else that I need in here. Let's get to camping. It's getting pretty dark. It's only about 4:15, and yeah, you can see it's getting pretty dark. Sunset already. So let's get inside and get something to eat, get something hot to drink. I do want to show you that there are some vents right there on each side of the fly sheet. Just basically threw my backpack and all my stuff in there. And here's the other side. As you can see, there's a vent right there. So it is pretty well ventilated. I will say that. So sorry about the lighting. Once it gets dark, I will put on some lights. Right now, I'm just sitting in the tent. As you can see, I have the screen, you know, I have the screen door closed. I'm going to be opening that in a minute and putting on the stove to boil up some water. And we'll get some dinner on. I do have a bagged meal. I'm going to try the sausage and biscuits from Peak Refuel. I haven't tried that, and I've been looking forward to trying that, so I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, let's get that going. I've got my boots right on the outside in the vestibule area right there. My backpack is at the foot. You probably can't see that, but my backpack is at the foot right there. And I'm just gonna do a little cooking right outside of here. Not sure what that animal is. There's some sort of bird out there making that crazy noise. But my feet are a little, my feet are a little chilly, so I will show you what I did get. I got my water. I got, that's my pillow. Got a little Outdoor Vitals pillow. That's what I'm going to be using tonight. And I also have, as soon as I can find them, oh yeah, I'm still using the Fire Maple petrol pot. Like I said, when I reviewed it, it wasn't just for that one. Hello? It wasn't just for that one video. I will be using this, you know, to continually just to see if it still holds up and there's no issues. So I'm going to be using that. Get that out. This, I'm just pulling stuff out of my backpack right here. My little coffee system is in this little travel bag right here. I have my mug, my coffees, and all that. So I have that. Set that. And the geese are laughing at me. Okay, they're laughing at me. They're like, "What are you doing camping in this weather right now?" And but yeah, I've been excited to try Peak Refuel's biscuits and gravy. I've been holding on to this for a while, and I just haven't really had a chance to eat this. But this is buttermilk biscuits, sausage crumbles, and peppered country style gravy. So there's that, Peak Refuel. I actually called Peak Refuel a while ago and I asked them what their most popular flavors were, and this happened to be one of them. The breakfast skillet, I think, was another popular one, but I've had the breakfast skillet and I'm not a fan. But this, I can't wait to try. So that's dinner. And let's see what else is in here. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna put these on. I bought these from a company called, I think it's Adifu or anything like that. They're down booties. So I'm gonna take these out and let them loft and put them on my feet. Got some down booties right there. They're starting to loft up already. But yeah, check that out. Whoop. So these I'm gonna put on and they're gonna keep my feet warm. And here's the other one. All right, so I got my down booties on. Got those. I'll sleep with those, and I also have, if the sleeping bag doesn't cut it by itself and it gets really too cold, I also have my hot cocoa camping quilt to use as well. So I'll put that over there. All right, I got a little table. I don't think I'm gonna need it. Let's get something to eat. Get some more light going. But yeah, so I'm still using the Fire Maple petrol pot and Green Peak stove. There's the lid. Here's the stove. Here's those little infant washcloths that I use, so that I leave in there. Do have a little gas canister stand. And I do have my gas canister with another little cleaning cloth. So yeah, let's get some water in there. can't believe how dark it gets. My God, it gets dark really, really early, and I'm just not a fan, you know? Not a fan. What did I just do with the stove? Like, what did I just do with the stove? Oh, there it is. Wow, if you're looking for disorganization, you've come to the right place. Just not with the program today. But I hope you're liking these adventures. You know, feel free to like and subscribe. You don't have to, but there may be something that you see that you might like. I'm always trying to change it up here on the channel. And speaking of that, make sure you tune in next week or the following Sunday after this video. I'm doing something really, really different. It's not camping, but it's a definite outdoor adventure, and I can't wait to bring you along. It's been in the back of my mind. It's kind of all I can think about right now, but can't wait to bring you along for that. But enough about that. Let's get some water boiling and cook some dinner. So anyways, that's what we're doing. Let me get this on here. All right, get on there. Okay. All right, so that's good. I'm gonna set this down. Let's boil some water. So far, I mean, I'm not cold, so that's pretty good. Right there. Oh my God, look at the size of these biscuits that's in here. I don't know if you can see that. Look at these. Wow. All right. Let me find my spoon. All right. Come on now, work with me. Okay, so wow, this looks really good. Look at that. Oh wow, that smells pretty much amazing. Come on. And I made this little pouch from leftover Reflectix, so I'm going to put my meal right in here. So Velcro tabs, as you can see. I have so many things made out of Reflectix, and my meal just fits right in this bag. And there's my little pouch ready to go. So just an idea, if you have a bunch of Reflectix laying around, make things. I've made water bottle covers, canister covers, so all kinds of stuff. So we'll set that aside. Bring you back in a moment. While I'm waiting for dinner, I might as well just blow up my pillow. Like I said, I'm using an Outdoor Vitals pillow. I don't blow it like all the way to where it's stiff. I just blow it up just a little bit so it feels more like a pillow. So let's do that. Good enough. Oh, it's getting cold. Gonna have to get into the sleeping bag after this. My God. It's only like 5:15. All right, let's try this. I don't know if you can see this. This is the Peak Refuels biscuits and sausage gravy. Smells great. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's nice and hot. Look at this biscuit. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Wow. Trying to cut them up a little bit. Kind of huge. Just take a bite out of it. Wow, that's good. There's people riding down the street. They're probably like, look at this psychopath out there just camping away in like 30-degree weather. Let's see what the temperature is actually. Turn the thermometer on. Huh. It's 34 degrees. Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna eat this and bring it back afterwards. Atepa camp. This is what we're doing. Hey guys. So dinner was amazing. I'm fully enclosed in my tent now. It's a couple of hours have gone by. I've been sitting here. I just watched AB Camping's latest video, and he does long videos, so I just got carried away chilling here watching that. And I started watching, I'm almost done watching Random Adventures, and next, to take me to bed, I'm gonna end up watching the Blot Outdoors show. I like watching those channels. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. They're pretty entertaining. I like watching Tony. I love the scenery. I love he was in his camper up on some riverbed with his dog. Tony is stealth camping in a U-Haul van at like a Cumbies or something like that at a Cumberland Farms. And Blot, I don't even know where he is. If you ever want to have some real entertainment too, watch the Blot Outdoor show. He goes out like religiously, relentless, no matter what the weather is. He's out 3 times a week. Stealth camp, wild camp, and he does a food review, like no matter what, like ever. He doesn't even miss a beat. He's out there no matter what. So that's a pretty entertaining channel. So I don't know, I'm not really freezing. The temperature is, let's see if I can see what the temperature is on this. Here's my thermometer. Just bear with me over here. All right, it's okay. It's 30 degrees right now. Yeah. Like I said, it's supposed to get down to 20 degrees. So that's kind of chilly. But I'm not really cold. You know, I have some pretty good base layers on. and I don't know, we'll see what it's like overnight. You know, it's easy to say that right now as I'm sitting here with my booties on, my little booties, and my down jacket and my sweatshirt, and I got 2 thin base layers on, so I'm pretty comfortable. But yeah, so anyways, I will link the information down below if you just want to check them out for information on this this tent right here. This is advertised as an ultralight backpacking tent. I'm not sure what classifies as ultralight. It weighs 3.75 pounds and it is pretty small. I'm not sure the weight of the sleeping pad or the sleeping bag or anything, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So guys, thank you for coming along on this camp, and I will see you in the morning. And like I said before, don't forget to check out next week's video. I've been really thinking about that one. I guess you can you can say I'll be facing a fear, and I'm not camping, but it is definitely an overnight adventure. And with that, good night, thank you, and I will see you in the morning. Good night. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to break out my hot cocoa blanket. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm cold. The sleeping bag is keeping me, I mean, it's keeping me like warmish, but like I'm freezing. It's 27 degrees and it's 1:15 in the morning. So I just wanted to check in and let you know that. But I'm definitely cold, so I'm gonna get my other blanket out and put that on over the sleeping bag. And I'll see you in the morning. I just wanted to check in. I woke up because my face was like frozen. So anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Good night again. Morning, guys. It's about 8:15 right now. I've just been laying here listening to the ducks and the geese and all the birds. I'm not as freezing as I was last night. Oh my God, I woke up around like 1:15 or something like that. Anyways, I think the temperature right now is, it's about 28 degrees, 30 degrees, somewhere around there. But yeah, the sleeping bag, I pushed it to its limits. It's only supposed to be warm and, you know, comfortable, I think, down to like 30. And at one time during the night, or I'll put the weather up on the screen of what it was. It dipped down into the 20s. I think it was like 24 degrees or something like that. It was cold, all right. And the tent, I have no issues with the tent. It was fine. The sleeping pad didn't deflate or anything. It stayed pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with the sleeping pad. I'm not sure if I felt like heat like radiating back up through my body or anything like that, but I wasn't cold and I didn't feel like all the you know, the cold coming up from the ground. So it did its job. It did its job and did what it was supposed to do. My only complaint with all this gear is, like I said, the sleeping pad pump sack carrying case that it came in. That was just that was junk as far as I'm concerned. But all in all, everything else is pretty good. So I'm gonna get up and take down camp, and yeah, it had no condensation. You know, the air vents on the sides, I guess, helped with that. I'm surprised there was no condensation because, you know, I was like all warm and, you know, snuggled up in my blanket over my sleeping bag and everything like that. So anyways, the information will be down below if you want to check out more information that I did not cover here. There might be some things might be some things I left out. You know, feel free to check out the links below for pricing and information and all that kind of stuff. And I appreciate you coming along. I'm going to make a cup of coffee, but I'm not going to make it out here. I'm going to go into my house and just, you know, chill out and get a cup of coffee and everything like that. Oh, those birds are loud this morning. But stay tuned for next week, guys. Like I said, I have quite a different adventure coming up, and hopefully you'll like that. And then after that, of course, we'll get back to the outdoors and more outdoor camping and that kind of thing. But yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. That's a wrap. And I will see you on the next one.